Hi guys, I'm Serena, and I present for you Let Me Ember This For You. So I work in EmberConf. This name was mentioned a couple of times, I guess. And we, EmberConf in Dublin, Ireland, and EmberConf loves Ember. We have been using Ember for over 4 years. If you haven't been to our booth, please feel free. We still have t-shirts and fortune cookies and books. So come over and chat to us. We're very friendly, I promise. So I tell you a story around 2018 when the new year started. I had a New Year's resolution, like so many of you, I had a New Year resolution. And I was like, I don't want to go do this route with the gym membership. Didn't work out the last time, didn't go a single time. So I decided, this open source thing, this could work out this year. So let's try this. And I really wanted to be part of a community, but I also wanted to become better in Ember and do it regularly. And so I needed a project to work on. And so I started looking at issues, and there was this issue that caught my interest and was on as the part of the ember.js website that powers the deprecations. And the deprecations at that time had one big problem. They were one big file per version, so let's say Ember version 2, for example, and that meant that there were lots of merge conflicts if you added multiple deprecations. So we had this idea to move each deprecation into its own file, which would make it super easy to contribute because each deprecation would then be just adding a new file. So yay, project sorted. Off I go, super motivated, and I started working on this. The Ember.js website is powered by Middleman, which is a static site generator and a huge monolith. So there was a little bit of roadblocks to get this running, but that's fine. And I made a work in progress PR, but then we realized it's not working with this infrastructure. Our idea just wasn't working out, and I felt like this ape here, quite frustrated. But then, after some discussion in the channel, we had like this eureka moment. What if we would use the technology we all know and love, namely Ember? So let's Ember the app. Let's build a new deprecation app using Ember. And one of the core technologies that enabled us to do this was the use of a Broccoli plugin, namely the Broccoli static site JSON plugin. It's a mouthful, the name, but it's a cool plugin which allows you to parse markdown files, and they are exposed as JSON files. And so, for example, in our case, each deprecation would be its own single markdown file. And then these JSON files can be read by the adapter of the app because they follow the JSON API. One thing we needed to make sure was that it worked exactly the same way like with the old middleman infrastructure, because like tools like Ember CLI and the Ember Inspector, they link to these deprecations, as you can see here maybe. And so we weren't allowed to obviously break any links. We used Fastboot and Brember. We used Brember to statically render the Ember app into static HTML files, and that made internal links super fast for us. So now this is an Ember app, and it's super easy to contribute because all you do is you clone the repository, you install the dependencies, and you add new deprecations by just adding new markdown files. There's no more hassle of getting this infrastructure running. And the good thing about this is that this work in progress meant we could do this for all the other parts of the Ember.js website. So the Guides app is about to be released hopefully in the next couple of weeks, and we're working on a tutorial app next. Why am I actually here? I'm the market, I pretty much want to make a shout out and say, we want you to contribute. So if you're interested in any of this work, please join us in the Team Learning channel or have a look at these lovely faces. This is the Ember Team Learning and Friends. Lots of us are at the EmberConf and walking around here. I wanted to have two special shout outs. One is for Chris Manson, who is the author of the Broccoli static site JSON plugin and who answered thousands of my questions. And to Siva, I hope he's watching it, but he's our deployment wizard, and he was working really tirelessly to get this Ember up, or the deprecation up running before EmberConf. Siva, I owe you many, many beers. Thank you so much for your contributions. Thank you.